In this case, I think the results are very remarkable from this expedition.
The goal of this expedition for me was to get a better understanding of how changing ocean conditions is affecting chum salmon age at maturation in southeast Alaska.
I'm trying to apply everything I know to what we do on this expedition, and from oceanography all the way to salmon, I think it's important to understand it all.
One thing that you notice is every year seems to be different.
This expedition showed some surprises in terms of salmon distribution. When we planned the sample grid to this expedition, we referred to last year's results, but it was absolutely different. And that areas where the last year salmon were abundant, in this year they were absent. And that was really surprising.
Your expectations from one year lots of times don't carry forward to, your expectations might, but the results might not, to what happens next year. And I've noticed that over the years, that every year is different. And these things, these fish, they have tails. And they move.
People bring different perspectives to the same problem. And you get to learn a lot, not just from what you find out here, but also from the other people that you're out here with.
We noticed that from last year expeditions, so we caught mostly coho and pink salmon in the southeastern part of our expedition, but sockeye we caught mostly in northwestern parts, in more colder waters, and the chum salmon somewhere in the beginning. So
The way the fish was spotty, and the way that we hit fish going north, and a week later, 2 weeks later, we come back, there was none. It was different.
We caught pink salmon, chum, coho, and sockeye. So the most abundant was chum salmon. We caught pink salmon only in one set in the beginning. One set was very abundant on pink salmon, and the rest ones we caught mostly chum salmon.
So we have definitely had some hits and misses, but it's really interesting comparing it to what they saw last year. Last year they got, I think the biggest catch they caught was 50 fish, but they got fish at most of their sites. Whereas this year we got like 300 fish in some of our catches. But we've had a lot of trawls without any fish.
We can better predict returns coming back to the commercial fleet and to the area with warmer ocean temperatures.
Yeah, we got up to, we did make one tow on the US side of Dixon Entrance. And actually that turned out to be like 50 fish, I believe, so it was a pretty good tow. Totally different story coming down than it was going up. It's unbelievable how it changed.
I think tying it all together, like we've been getting lots of squid, we've been getting lots of different plankton in our bycatch.
So it's been very valuable. I've actually learned quite a lot on this short trip here.
I also got to learn all about different levels of food web ecology, and I now know about 3 more species of myctophids than I did when I came on here.
Why are zooplankton important to salmon? Especially through their juvenile life stage, that's when they're trying to grow as big and as quickly as possible, and they're eating really yummy zooplankton. That's a good sign for salmon. And so a lot of the adults were also eating zooplankton, as we found out on this expedition.
Yeah, the fact that we caught salmon near shore during the winter must be taken into account in the next expedition. And in this case, I think the results are very remarkable.
I want to talk about squid a little bit. It was very interesting that last year we did not catch Acutania, ananucha, the one squid species that is considered probably the most important in winter diets for coho. And this year there were sets with Acutania, and it was interesting that all the sets with more than one Acutania nanucha, we had really good catches of salmon as well.
I mean, in our region, in Russia, they don't show such a big difference in the distribution patterns, but here in the Gulf of Alaska, it's quite clear.
Really looking forward to taking everything that we've learned back.
Hell yeah. Did I not say hell? Heck yes.
Даже если вдруг это будет не связано с лососем, но это очень круто, чтобы мы держались определенной группировкой и не распадались, потому что в единстве наша сила.